Hold on to your helmets, space enthusiasts. NASA's grand plan to return astronauts to the moon by 2027 might be facing a significant detour, and SpaceX is at the center of it all. Leaked documents suggest that SpaceX is now aiming for a September 2028 launch at the earliest, a full year behind NASA's initial target. But here's where it gets controversial. Will NASA stick with SpaceX, or will they hand the reins to another company? Let's unpack what's happening. Originally, NASA entrusted SpaceX with the monumental task of building the crewed lunar lander for the Artemis 3 mission back in 2021. Their solution? The Starship Human Landing System, HLS, a specialized version of the Starship upper stage, designed specifically for ferrying astronauts to and from the lunar surface. Think of it as a lunar taxi service built on the back of SpaceX's ambitious Starship program. Now, the Starship development hasn't exactly been smooth sailing, with numerous setbacks and delays that have rippled throughout the entire project. These delays have sparked concerns among industry experts, members of Congress, and, most importantly, NASA itself, casting doubt on SpaceX's ability to meet the original 2027 deadline. In a move that sent shockwaves through the space industry, NASA, under Acting Administrator Sean Duffy, reopened the Artemis 3 contract to other spaceflight companies in October. This wasn't just about having a backup plan. It was a clear message to SpaceX: step up the pace or risk losing the deal. It was like lighting a fire under SpaceX to accelerate the process, while simultaneously exploring alternative options. So what's SpaceX's new plan? According to a leaked internal document obtained by Politico, SpaceX has revised its timeline. This document supposedly outlines a new development schedule for the HLS. SpaceX plans to present these updated dates as part of an integrated master schedule to NASA in December. They'll then work with NASA to adjust the existing contract and finalize the new schedule. The document indicates that SpaceX is targeting an in-orbit propellant transfer demonstration by June 2026. And this is the part most people miss. In-orbit refueling is absolutely critical because Starship needs to be refueled in space to even reach the moon, let alone return. Think of it like a gas station in orbit. The next crucial step is an uncrewed lunar landing using the HLS, currently slated for June 2027. Remember that mid-2027 target NASA had? Yeah, that's when SpaceX hopes to merely test their uncrewed landing. If all goes according to plan, a big if in the world of spaceflight, SpaceX could potentially land the Artemis astronauts on the moon by September 2028. But let's be real, a lot can go wrong between now and then. Keep in mind that Starship hasn't even achieved a fully successful orbital flight yet, a necessary precursor to the in-orbit propellant transfer demonstration. Moreover, SpaceX is also developing Starship version 2, V2, a larger and more advanced version of the rocket that will serve as the foundation for the HLS. SpaceX aims to debut V2 in early 2026. Given the challenges and explosions associated with the initial launches of V1, V2's early launches could also prove to be eventful. An anonymous congressional aide even described SpaceX's 2028 objectives as very aggressive, considering the current state of Starship's development. But wait, there's more. The competition is intensifying. NASA isn't relying solely on SpaceX's updated timeline. Bethany Stevens, NASA's press secretary, stated that NASA has received proposals from both SpaceX and Blue Origin to expedite HLS production. After reopening the contract, NASA plans to issue a request for information, RFI, to the broader aerospace industry, inviting proposals from other companies. A team of experts will then evaluate each proposal to determine the most promising path forward. This opens the door for Blue Origin, led by Jeff Bezos, to potentially snatch the Artemis 3 contract from SpaceX. Blue Origin is currently developing its own crewed lunar lander, the Blue Moon Mark II, Mk2. NASA has already contracted Mk2 for the Artemis 5 mission. Blue Origin aims to demonstrate an uncrewed version of their lander as early as January 2026. Furthermore, New Glenn, Blue Origin's mega rocket designed to launch its moon landers, recently had a successful second test flight, potentially paving the way for an uncrewed lunar landing in the coming months. With SpaceX's HLS development facing further delays, Blue Origin poses a growing threat to their Artemis 3 contract. Could Bezos actually beat Musk to the moon this time? Ultimately, NASA faces a high-stakes decision. Does it stick with SpaceX, hoping they can overcome their challenges and deliver a working lunar lander, even if it's later than originally planned? Or does it switch gears and entrust the Artemis 3 mission to Blue Origin, a company that's making significant progress with its own lunar lander program? This is a decision with massive implications for the future of space exploration. What do you think? Should NASA give SpaceX more time, or is it time to explore other options? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.